I'm Dorian Benkoil. I had kind of an otherworldly experience last night at the New York Stock Exchange. I was invited there by a wonderful organization called WF360, which does some work I'll get into in a sec. The reason it was otherworldly was because here we were on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange on November 20th, 2008, a day in which the S&P 500 had dropped to its lowest level in more than a decade. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was down to levels not seen 5 years ago, and the financial community was kind of shell shocked. And yet here we were on the floor of the exchange, drinking wine, eating snacks, being escorted up to a dinner with filet mignon and salmon and dessert and a couple of kinds of wine. While we listened to speakers talk about the difficulties and the distress in the markets and the financial system and the economy, we also got gifts, which were lovely fancy teddy bears and chocolates from Godiva and cosmetic products that were the same as a dinner that we attended a year ago when the situation was much, much different. So it was a bit of a strange situation. The speakers at the event were very interesting. The theme of the evening was what if. And of course, one of the big what ifs were, what if economics were handled differently? What if the five major investment banks hadn't gone down the tubes? What if the car companies weren't asking for a bailout? What if our compensation system were different so that people did things not just for money but for passion? A lot of other what ifs. What if our healthcare system were managed better and more like a consumer retail operation where customers had true choice and there was good supply chain management and there were interesting retail choices and atmosphere? There was a what if the food chain, which is largely purchased by women, something like 85% of food shop purchases are by women. What if the food chain, grocery stores and the grocery supply chain and food packaging and the agriculture were controlled by women instead of men? So the questions were wonderful and interesting. The discussion was fabulous. It was really great to sit with leading people from all kinds of industries, whether it was finance or retail or media or education and many other things I could name. But I still came home with this feeling of, this is a little bit strange, bizarre, otherworldly, different to be celebrating in this way, or at least consuming and enjoying the atmosphere in this way after 2 days of some of the grimmest news that the stock market has seen in years, if not decades.